Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. Today, we're going to decode a really cool ancient text to discover the absolute ultimate secret to unlocking a real-life power-up for your daily choices. I mean, imagine you're playing your favorite video game, right? You're stuck on this super difficult level. What are you looking for? You're looking for a power-up, something that gives you the extra speed, strength, or ability to finally smash past those obstacles. Well, the text we're looking at today claims that this exact kind of power-up actually exists in real life, and it's called getting the mind of Christ. Okay, let's dive right into this and see how it works. So, let me ask you something. Have you ever copied someone else? Just think about it for a second. Whether it's mimicking an older sibling's style, trying to copy a famous athlete's signature move out on the field, or even talking exactly like your absolute favorite streamer online. Honestly, it is super natural for us to try and copy the people we admire. We see someone doing something totally awesome, and our very first instinct is to go, "Oh man, I want to do it exactly like that." But check this out. The source text we're exploring today actually starts with a really big, surprising warning. It says, God permits every person to exercise his individuality. So what does that actually mean for us? It means God absolutely wants you to be uniquely you. He doesn't want a whole planet full of copycats. He wants you exercising your own distinct personality and your own unique individuality.
Which brings us right to Section 1, the problem with copying and why human role models fail.
The text makes this incredibly fascinating comparison. Over on one side, we have human role models. Now it explains that if you copy a human, even someone who seems like nearly perfect in how they act, you're actually putting your trust in someone who is flawed. The author uses words like imperfect and defective. And why? Because literally every single human makes mistakes. The text actually says a human is totally unable to give you even one tiny little bit, what an old school calls a jot or tittle, of real perfection. But on the flip side, we have the mind of Christ, which the text sets up as the one and only true, flawless standard. And I love this quote because it so brilliantly illustrates the danger of copying other people. No human mind should be submerged in another human mind. Just imagine a submarine being submerged underwater, right? It completely disappears beneath the surface. The author is making it super clear here. Your brain, your amazing personality, and your choices shouldn't just be swallowed up by another human's brain. You shouldn't ever lose who you are just to act like someone else, especially since everybody messes up sometimes. Okay, so if we can't just copy other flawed humans, who in the world are we supposed to follow? Let's move to Section 2, the ultimate perfect pattern, and finding the flawless example. The text gives us this incredible, totally life-changing invitation from the book of Philippians. It says, "Let this mind be in you, which was also in Christ Jesus." So here's the absolute crucial point. Instead of looking sideways at other kids at school, or celebrities, or, even your parents to find a perfect pattern, we're actually supposed to look up. We are invited to get the actual character and mind of Jesus Christ right inside of us. He is the pattern. The author actually calls this whole concept the science of holiness. Now, I know when you hear the word science, you might instantly think of a boring textbook, or maybe making a baking soda volcano in class. But the text defines this as the science of learning the ultimate way to be truly good through God's power. It explicitly states that this science acknowledges no other standard except the perfection of God's mind. Basically, he is the ultimate test, the ultimate experiment, and how to live perfectly.
But hold up a second. Look at this quote from Matthew that the text brings up. "Be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect." Okay, if you're anything like I was when I was 10 years old, your very first thought when reading this is probably, that is completely impossible. I mean, seriously, I can't even clean my room perfectly or get a perfect score on every single math test. How in the world am I supposed to be perfectly good like God?
Well, that perfectly sets up Section 3, the ultimate power-up, how to do the impossible. This brings up the exact question we're all thinking right now. Would Jesus ask us to do something totally impossible just to tantalize us, like just to mess with us or make us feel really bad about ourselves? The text literally shouts the answer to this. Never, never. The author writes that he considers it a massive honor to urge us to be holy, and he would absolutely never ask us to do it without providing the exact tool we need to actually pull it off. So, to get this mind of Christ, the text lays out a super clear three-step path. Let's walk through it together. Step 1, see the pattern. You really have to look at Jesus as the flawless example, the one who is completely beyond comparison. Step 2, realize you can't do it alone. You just have to admit, hey, I'm human, and I don't have the strength to be perfectly good all by myself. And finally, Step 3, claim his unlimited power. You literally get to plug into the amazing power he offers. And where exactly does that power come from? We'll look at this quote from Jesus himself. All power is given unto me in heaven and in earth. I want you to think about the biggest, most energetic, most powerful thing you can possibly imagine. Is it a massive rocket ship? A huge hurricane? The literal sun? Jesus has all the power in the entire universe. And the source text says it is your absolute privilege to claim that exact unlimited power for yourself so you can make good choices. Now that is the ultimate power-up. Having all the power in the universe sounds incredibly epic, right? Let's check out Section 4, Using Your Power Today and Bringing the Mind of Christ to Daily Life. The author really insists that this isn't just for, sitting around in a quiet room having deep thoughts. We are instructed to fulfill this in the daily life. This amazing power-up is meant to be activated, shown off, and fulfilled in your normal everyday routine.
So let's look at how this actually plays out in real life. Let's say you're super annoyed with your sibling because they just totally ruined your game and you really, really want to yell at them. Well, that is exactly when you activate the power-up. You use his power to choose kindness instead. Or what about when you face a really tough choice at recess, like seeing a kid getting picked on? On your own, you might be way too scared to help. But with the mind of Christ, you can stand up for them. It's all about doing the right thing, acting like Jesus instead of just reacting like a normal, flawed human.
And that brings us to our final question for this explainer. Since you now know that you have access to the ultimate, flawless role model, and that he is literally offering you his completely unlimited power so you don't ever have to rely on your own strength, what choice are you going to make today? How will you prove that the mind of Christ is actually living inside you? You've got the ultimate power-up loaded and ready to go. Now it's totally up to you to experiment with this science of holiness and see exactly how it transforms your daily life. Catch you next time.